I think it's like a commercial.
Virginia Tech plus 5.5. You can keep those points. We don't even need them. 2-1 last night. 2-0 the night before. That thing to break over the middle of the plate.
I think he stepped out either.
Let's go to Arby's.
Hey, here we go. Sunday night. It's just going to be me and Patrick. Elio is the night off on assignment somewhere. So, what a day. NHL had one play today. We had the St. Louis Blues this afternoon. Quite a victory that was. St. Louis scored 2 goals, 35 seconds apart in the final minute of the game to win it. Unreal. It's a great win. I feel for anyone that had Dallas. That's kind of what happened to us if you had Pittsburgh yesterday in that under, whereas Pittsburgh gave the game up in the final whatever. This was actually even worse because this was with a minute left. I think they scored with 47. I think it was like 47 seconds and like 20 seconds. Really unbelievable. But great win for us. Only played today. There was one of the games going on right now. Detroit, Anaheim. I think Anaheim is winning 3-2. I kind of liked Anaheim a little bit, but I didn't want to jump on them after last night. I didn't love it. I was happy with hitting the one game today, take the winning day, the one unit. No reason to force a play. So I just called it a day with that. Didn't play any football today. Cards sucked. Bunch of games didn't mean anything. The games that did mean something, the spreads were huge. I hated the Patriots. We're 6-point favorites. Like, how many times are they going to go down to Miami and get beat and still be the favorite? I don't understand how it could be. Miami was an easy pick today. If it wasn't for the fact that I'm a Patriots fan and I couldn't go against them, that was an easy play. Easy play. They did not play well. Mac Jones did not have a good day at all. The interception for a pick six, which turns out to really be the difference in the game. That fumble really turns out to be the difference of the game. That horrific penalty on Brendan Bolden on the fake punt. Just a lot of things. I thought the pass interference on Mills in the end zone was a shit call. I kind of thought the pass interference that they called on the Dolphins was a shit call. I know Scott Zolak reading his tweets during the is just all he talks about is week to week how horrific the officiating is in the NFL. And I think it is. And part of it is, inconsistency. And I understand what Gene Steratore came on about the personal foul that Brendan Bolden got. And I get it. And he's saying, at high speed, it's hard to pick these things up. Then you got to change the goddamn rules. You can't give someone a personal foul that literally changes the course of a game because you can't tell what happened. That's not right. So, I don't know how you fix this thing. I mean, I guess Bolden's only option was to let him get the first down, which would have been better off because he wouldn't have been 15 yards further along. So, tough day for the Pats. They didn't play well. They didn't deserve to win, but they didn't really get any breaks either. But they didn't deserve to win. So, looks like Detroit just tied that hockey game up.
Yeah, somebody just commented that.
Vegas is beating the Chargers 17-14. So, I think if Vegas wins, the Patriots go to Buffalo. If the Chargers win, the Patriots go to Cincinnati. If they tie, which I still think is going to happen, I think then what happens? If they tie, then Pittsburgh is out. I don't know where the Patriots go if they tie. I think they go to Buffalo. I think. I have no idea. No, maybe they don't. It doesn't matter. But I still think they're going to tie. I think these teams have agreed to it. I think they're going to say, hey, if this is close, let's go to overtime. We both go and fuck Pittsburgh. That'd be awesome if it happened. And Pittsburgh would have every right to question what's going on if this game ends in a tie. But whatever. That's pretty much all I got for tonight. The one hockey game, the football, Indianapolis Colts shoot themselves in the foot, lose the last 2 games of the year.
Yeah, I did. I watched that game today.
2-win Jacksonville team. All you have to do is win the game and you're in, and you get skunked, actually. You get beat pretty good. LA Rams, who I had a ticket to win the AFC West, tried their best not to cash it for me, but because Arizona lost, we were able to keep that. What else happened today? The Jets kept that thing close, and then I find myself rooting for the Bills. I'm like, don't you dare lose this game. The Patriots are going to lose this. But luckily, the Jets pulled the Jets, and they pulled away. So NFL Day looks like, next weekend you've got 7 games, I think. 2 on, or is it 6? 6 games. 2 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, and 1 on Monday night. They're doing a Monday night playoff edition this year. I don't know. You won't know till after this game what time everyone's playing, what day.
Yeah, they don't have the schedule up yet on the Score app.
No, the NFC is set, and everybody, they know who they're playing in the NFC, but they don't have dates and times yet.
Yeah,
At least I don't think they do. But they're waiting for this game tonight to determine who's in the AFC, and then they'll post that all out. So I mean, the NFL has been tough this year. I think it's been really tough. So many penalties, big penalties. Everything is geared to the offense, so it really makes it difficult to stop teams. But we'll go in the playoffs here. We'll see. I think the Patriots have I think they have a chance to win that first game. I don't think the way defensively they're playing, or even the way Mac Jones has been playing the last month, I don't think they have an opportunity to go to Kansas City or even Tennessee and beat either one of those 2 teams. I think they could beat Buffalo. I definitely think they can beat Cincinnati, but I definitely don't see them going to Kansas City or Tennessee. Tennessee, no way, because even if Derrick Henry is 60% of who he is, with how much of the Patriots defense has been getting gashed against the run, they're not going to be able to stop Derrick Henry. So Tennessee will throttle them. I think Kansas City will beat them. But I think they got a chance with Buffalo. I think they can beat Cincinnati, but defensively, I expect them to get better. And if hopefully Christian Barmore isn't significantly hurt, we'll see where they go from there. Bruins with a huge win last night. I guess we didn't talk too much. We haven't talked about hockey yesterday. I had a 4-2 day yesterday. Awesome comeback by Colorado. Carolina loses in overtime. We had the Columbus Blue Jackets.
bunch of overs yesterday.
Oh, in Pittsburgh. A lot of goals scored yesterday. Yep. The Bruins with an awesome win in Tampa last night. They've won 4 out of 5. You got to start to, they have a bunch of games at hand. They had to win these games. They're starting to win them, so they're putting themselves, in the playoff picture.
They got Tuca. Tuca will be coming back a lot sooner than expected to. Probably.
Tuca will be back soon. They'll probably have a 3-goalie rotation. That's what I think they're going to do.
Yeah,
because
they have 7 home games coming up here, so
they have so many games throughout the rest of the year because of their schedule that it probably won't hurt to have the extra goalie. I don't think it will. If we take a look at the standings here, this is why it's going to be so hard for the other. Look at this. If you look at the Eastern Division, you got Carolina and the Rangers, both with 50 points. You got Washington with 49, and then Pittsburgh with 45. The Rangers got 2. So Pittsburgh's got 2 games at hand here. The Rangers got 2 games at hand on Pittsburgh and even Carolina. I don't see Pittsburgh staying outside of there. I think it'll be Carolina, Rangers, Pittsburgh. I think they'll flip Washington. Washington will be playing for a wild card. The New York Islanders are so far behind in games played. They've played 28 games. They're going to have to play so many games too, but they're 19 points behind Pittsburgh. I just don't see, even with all the games at hand, how they're going to have to play so much to get back into it. And I think the Bruins, look at the Bruins here. You got Florida, Tampa, Toronto. The Bruins aren't better than any of those teams.
yeah.
And right now they are 9 points behind Toronto with 2 games at hand on Toronto. Now they got 6 games at hand on Tampa. And they're 13 games behind. So if they win all 6, okay, they're 1 point behind Tampa. But so they're going to be competing for the 2 wild card spots. And if you look right now, Who's their competition? The Detroit Red Wings, who are playing right now. Red Wings are 3 points behind them for the final spot. Bruins at the final spot right now. Red Wings are 3 points behind them, but the Red Wings are playing their 36th game right now. They've played 5 more games than the Bruins. So, games at hand are only good if you win them. The Bruins winning 4 of their last 5 have kind of helped them out a little bit here, but they got to keep that going. They got to stay hot. They cannot let down. There are teams, you got Detroit, and then you've got Columbus. So right now, Detroit is really their competition because the top 3 in each go. Pittsburgh's got 45 points. Bruins got 38. Detroit's 35. Columbus 33. Philly's 33, but Philly stinks. The Bruins got a shot here to hold, to be a wild card team, but they got to keep playing. They do have to keep playing because the Islanders, if the Islanders decide to play hockey this year, and they got hot, they have so many games at hand, they might be able to play themselves into contention at least. But it's a long road for them.
Yeah.
Go out west in the Western, Nashville, St. Louis, Colorado. Those are the Minnesota's tied with Colorado. That division is just Dallas is in that. What a battle it's going to be there. Vegas, Anaheim, Calgary in the other. So then you got LA with 39 points. So LA right now is the second wild card, a little bit ahead of Winnipeg. That loss for Dallas was tough. It's going to be a battle out there too. You got San Jose with 39 points, Edmonton with 38. Edmonton's struggling so mightily that they just got out to that great start.
They need better goaltending.
Oh God, they need better goaltending. Yeah, but
that's the big conversation right now. I heard there are rumors that that people think that Fleury should get dropped out of Chicago to go over to Edmonton to finish off the season.
They trade him, Chicago trade him to Edmonton. So the other killer that the Canadian teams are going to have is the way they're handling COVID. I mean, they're canceling every single game up at home. So you're going to have to make these up, and so these are also going to be teams that are going to be playing every night. So Edmonton, Vancouver, Vancouver was on that hot streak. They haven't played in forever. I think it's just looks like the only games they can play are on the road. So, but the playoff race is going to be intense. It's going to be good. So it should be a lot of fun to watch. There's 3 games tomorrow night. 2 games have been canceled. The 2 games in Canada that were scheduled for tomorrow night have been canceled. But real quick before we drop off, there's something just happened. Las Vegas just kicked a field goal, so it's a 6-point game now for Vegas. The Vegas win sends the Patriots to Buffalo. I'd rather Cincinnati, but I'm waiting for this to load. All right, so let's take a look at those 3 games. Who's playing tomorrow night really quick. Bruins are in Washington. That's going to be a good game. Be interested to see if Backstrom and Oshie are back, if they're released from COVID protocols. Right now, Washington's a small favorite with a 5.5. Colorado is playing Seattle. Colorado right now is a 365 favorite. That's big. Yeah. And then the final game of the night is the Rangers at LA. That should be a good game too. So a couple of good games out there tomorrow night. We'll find a little something. We also have the national championship tomorrow night in college football. Yeah. I was hoping to have be able to tell you that I have my guest for this Wednesday locked down. I don't have that info yet. We will do something on Wednesday night. If we don't get a guest till next week, we will do an episode of the College Hockey Podcast. I had someone send me a message last night telling me that since I announced this podcast, my picks have slipped and I should just focus on picking games. College hockey isn't that popular and I should just stay away from it. I can tell you this. I have spent no less time picking games since I announced this podcast. I think really what it is just there's been COVID here and a lot of guys coming in and out of lineups has made it a little bit harder to pick games. We also were on a really hot streak, so you got to kind of expect a little bit of a regression. With our win today, we're up 25 units. I'm still pretty proud of being up 25 units. I'd like to get back into the 30s. I hope that we will. I think we can. But, it hasn't been perfect, but we're making our way. So that's that. We'll go have NHL tomorrow. We'll have the national championship tomorrow night, Alabama, Georgia. And
What
Patrick-
time's that start?
oh,
Well, that's at 8 p.m.
it's probably later than that. Actually, you're right. It says 8. Georgia's a 2.5-point favorite. We're gonna do it again, huh? They're gonna do it again. They're gonna say we can take Alabama and get points. I'm taking Alabama then. I'm not gonna. There's no way you're gonna give me points. I'm not gonna take Alabama. Maybe Georgia beats them this time. Good for them, but yeah, I can't get behind that. But that's all I've got. Patrick, you got anything?
I got nothing other than Tuca coming back earlier. That's all I've been seeing on my end. That because those Providence games got canceled or postponed, so
Yeah.
they brought him back up for practice, and they're not sure when they're going to play him, but it's going to be sooner rather than later.
Okay. The only thing that happened just now was Bob Saget died.
Oh yeah, that happened today too.
It's
Not
just
sure
about
how
an
it happened, but
hour and a half ago. Yeah, we'll find out. I mean,
they said that there was no foul play or drugs, but I'm assuming probably like a heart attack or something.
yeah, found in his hotel room in Orlando, dead. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see as things,
Come out and
yeah, as the weeks go by when they do a cosmetology test, whatever the hell they call that.
Yep.
When they do the test, we'll see what they find out weeks down the road. So that's it. All right, that's all we got. We'll be back tomorrow night with hockey and football.
All right.
See ya.
Tomorrow.